It's your boy Witz Capone, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about what should be added onto the AEW console game that's going to be coming out. So first off, the number one thing what I think should be added onto the game is, like, for example, like rosters. Like, you see, like in past WWE games, they've made rosters, and then let's say like they end up signing someone else. They don't end up making the cut for the game because they've been signed too late. So I feel like AEW need to create this thing for the roster where every time the roster and all of that is getting updated. Not even just the roster, but like things like arenas. So like AEW arenas as well. You get me? So the fans feel connected and the fans feel as if like it's them that's in the arena fighting in it. Because at the end of the day, the fans need that. They want to feel that connection within the game, innit? You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like AEW really need to like add that into the game, that aspect of things. And in terms of match types that I want to see in AEW, the first one I'm gonna put is Stadium Stampede match, and Kenny Omega was the one that like emphasized that sort of match in AEW. So I feel like AEW need to add these kind of match types in the game. Another match type would be something like the death match. You got blood and guts as well. Then you got the another match type that started during Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho's feud, called the Mimosa Mayhem match. And I feel like that match there is very interesting. It gives me like Buried Alive match sort of vibes, where like you would have to try and drag the person into the actual, like, do you know what I mean? But with the Mimosa match, you drag them, like you basically you try and put them into a pool, innit? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like that would be fun if AEW can add that to the game. And also, when that match happened, the Mimosa match, that happened between Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho at All Out in 2020. And I feel like if they add that onto the game, like, with a game, you have to try and make it as realistic as possible. Do you know what I mean? So the fans can resonate with it. Do you know what I mean? The more realistic it is, the more you would get people buying the game. So I feel like, yeah, they should add that into it. Also, another important thing that I feel like AEW should add onto their game is having things like online modes. So like, you're not just playing with your friends, or you're not just playing against computer, but you're playing against people all across the world. So it's not just, for example, I'm from London, not just people from London. I could be playing someone from, I don't know, Ghana or America, or just like varies, like different countries, innit? Do you know what I mean? And yeah, another match that I felt like that I feel like AEW need to add as well is the exploding Bob Dwyer death match, the one that was including John Moxley in it. So yeah, man, I feel like if we implement these sort of match styles in AEW, I feel like AEW would be a very successful game. Do you know what I'm saying? And in terms of wrestlers that I like in AEW, I like wrestlers like Orange Cassidy, Lee Johnson, Sammy Guevara. You got what's his name? You got Private Party, which is a group, and they get helped by Matt Hardy, which is like their manager and stuff. You got Adam Hangman Page. Who else? Brian Cage. Christian, which he just joined AEW not too long ago. You feel me? I feel like that's a very, very good addition to AEW. CM Punk, of course. How can I forget him? You know, when his song hits the cult of personality, no one in the arena gets tired of it. Because it, like, with CM Punk, he brings pull. Do you know what I mean? And like with CM Punk, yeah, I knew automatically that when he signs for AEW, it's gonna bring a lot of casual fans that don't really watch wrestling anymore to start watching AEW. Do you know what I mean? Or at least take AEW seriously, which I do. Me, I watch AEW on a regular, innit? Get me? I used to watch WWE a lot, but I ain't watched WWE for the past 10 years because I feel like the storylines have gone stale. They're not giving the right wrestlers the right push. I feel like AEW is the opposite. I feel like AEW do what WWE used to do in the Attitude Era. Give the right wrestlers the push, right matches, a lot of hardcore matches. Like for example, the exploding barbed wire death match. You have blood and guts, like things like that. Like those are like prime examples. I feel like as well in the AEW game that AEW need a hardcore title and obviously make it unique because obviously in WWE they have a hardcore title as well. Do you know what I mean? And also, I feel like AEW should make like their own version of Money in the Bank, if that makes sense. But yeah, like going back to my point, I haven't watched WWE in years, and I'm a big diehard wrestling fan. So I feel like ever since AEW came along, it's been refreshing to see wrestlers getting a push. Their schedules are not, it's not demanding. They can do other things. They can go on other programs, do like spend time with their family and all these sort of things. Like, do you know what I mean? So any wrestler nowadays that's out of contract of any company, whether it will be Impact Wrestling, whether it will be WWE, and these things like that, they would consider AEW as a home as well because of their schedule, because of the schedule AEW has. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, going back to the wrestlers that I like as well, yeah, because I've kind of covered what I would like to see in the AEW game as well. In fact, no, I haven't. In like, I want to see as well in the AEW game a story mode, like I don't know, a road to, what can I even say above, a road to AEW Dynamite or road to, do you know what I mean? Like, in WWE they used to have road to WrestleMania. I want them to have something similar, and AEW have an advantage because they've never made a video game before, whereas WWE, they got millions of games and popular games like SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, SmackDown versus Raw. My favorite SmackDown versus Raw was 2007 because that game you can have buried alive matches. Obviously, who specialized in that, which is who Undertaker. Not even just that. You could bleed on wrestling games back in the day. Now it's all PG and all this stuff. So I feel like, as well, AEW need to bring that, you know what I mean, aggression into the game. Like the not even just like the objects as well that they put under the ring. I feel like they need to put like different sort of objects under the ring as well. Not just steel chair, steel chair, steel chair. Sometimes steel chair, kendo stick, I don't know, barbed wire. Do you know what I mean? It makes the game much more fun as well. And not even just a story mode, but I feel like AEW need a GM mode, a general manager mode as well. So for example, back in the day, one of the reasons why SmackDown vs. Raw was like one of my favorite wrestling games of all time, it had, you could do what do you call it, a career mode with a general manager. For example, a Teddy Long, a Jonathan Coach, I don't know, Eric Bischoff, like something like that. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like AEW like should implement that in their game, not in a copying way, but try and implement it in a different style and a modern day version, if that makes sense. So yeah, man, I just feel like as well, especially in the old wrestling games, I want them to bring back the more men versus women sort of matches. Because I remember back in the day, you can actually do men versus women. Now, you can't do men versus women, especially in the society that we live in today. they wouldn't allow that to happen. But I feel like because it's wrestling, it's not necessarily real life, it's wrestling, professional wrestling. I feel like they should bring back, for the game anyway, just for the game, they should bring back the men versus women. Also, they should allow you to like create your own player. They should even create a player career mode as well. So not a career mode for the general rule star, but a career mode for your own personal player, and he can work his way up, work his way up, work his way up. Then by the time you realize he's made his way to Dynamite, he's cutting promos, like all that good stuff, innit? Do you know what I mean? So these are the things I feel like AEW need in their game, innit? So yeah, before I go, make sure to like, leave a comment on this video. Make sure you click the bell next to the subscribing sign, because obviously when you click the bell, that's what helps you get alerted to all my videos. And when you comment on the videos and you share it around, that's what helps my YouTube videos pop up on people's recommended. Do you know what I mean? So I would really appreciate if you could support me by sharing my videos and whatnot. But other than that, it's been your boy Witz Capone, and I'm out.